Once upon a time, in a lively jungle filled with music and laughter, lived a cheerful monkey named Bandar Mama. Everyone in the jungle called him Mama because he was so kind, always helping others and telling wonderful stories to all the young animals. Now, Bandar Mama wasn't just any ordinary monkey. He absolutely loved wearing clothes. He had shirts in every color you can imagine, caps that sparkled in the sunlight, and even a little raincoat for drizzly days. But his most favorite thing in the entire world was his pajama. It was soft, silky, and a brilliant yellow with bright red buttons. Every single morning, without fail, Bandar Mama would leap out of bed, give his fur a good brush, and slip into his beloved pajama. Then, he'd burst into a joyful song, singing at the top of his lungs, Bandar Mama Pehan Pajama Nache Jungle Main, which means, Monkey Uncle, wearing pajamas, dances in the jungle. Hearing his song, all the animals would join in the fun. The parrots would flap their wings to the rhythm, the rabbits would clap their paws, and even the sleepy old lion would crack a smile. The jungle was always a happy place whenever Bandar Mama danced. One bright and sunny morning, as the jungle glittered with golden light, Bandar Mama had a fantastic idea. He decided to host a big jungle dance party. He climbed to the highest branch and announced, "Tomorrow, everyone will dance with me. There will be delicious fruits, wonderful music, and tons of fun." A huge cheer erupted from below. "Yay!" shouted all the animals, and they scampered off to get ready for the big day. But that night, as Bandar Mama slept soundly, a mischievous little jackal named Kalu crept into his hut. His eyes landed on the shiny yellow pajama hanging on a rope. Kalu whispered to himself, If I wear this pajama, everyone will think I'm Bandar Mama. I'll get to dance, eat all the bananas, and I'll become famous." And just like that, he quietly snatched the pajama and scurried away into the dark forest. The next morning, Bandar Mama woke up with a big stretch and a yawn. "Ah, it's time to dance," he said happily. But when he looked at the rope, his pajama was gone. "Oh no," he cried out. "My pajama! Who could have taken it?" He was so worried. Without wasting a moment, he rushed to his friends for help. First, he met Mithu the parrot. "Mithu, have you seen my yellow pajama?" Mithu chirped thoughtfully. "I did see something yellow running toward the river last night." Next, he met Chiku the rabbit, who wiggled his nose and said, "Yes, I heard giggling near the mango tree." Bandar Mama knew it must be someone naughty. He looked down and saw tiny, clever footprints in the dirt, leading straight toward the riverbank. He decided to follow them. When he reached the river, he saw the most peculiar sight. There was Kalu the jackal, prancing around wearing the big, bright yellow pajama. He was singing loudly, trying to imitate Bandar Mama. "Look, everyone, I am Bandar Mama, the jungle's hero." The other animals stood around, looking very confused. A young deer spoke up, "But you don't look like Bandar Mama at all." Kalu just laughed. "Ha! I'm the new dancer now." Just then, Bandar Mama leaped down from a tree and shouted, "Stop right there, Kalu! That pajama is mine!" Kalu just smirked. "Catch me if you can," he taunted, and then he was off, running as fast as his little legs could carry him. And so, the great jungle chase began. Bandar Mama swung gracefully from tree to tree, while Kalu dashed through the thick bushes. All the animals cheered from every corner of the jungle. The mighty elephants trumpeted and stood in Kalu's way to block his path. The colorful birds flew low to distract him, and the quick-footed rabbits dug tiny holes in the ground to make him stumble. Finally, Kalu slipped on a wet leaf and went splashing right into a muddy pond. Plop! The yellow pajama floated to the surface, all wet and covered in brown mud. Bandar Mama laughed as he pulled it out. "Ha! I got my pajama back!" Kalu climbed out of the pond, looking very embarrassed. He hung his head low and mumbled, "I'm sorry, Mama. I just wanted to be famous like you." Bandar Mama's heart softened. He smiled kindly and said, "Fame doesn't come from stealing, Kalu. It comes from sharing joy and being kind to others." The little jackal nodded sadly. "I'm really sorry, Mama." Bandar Mama, being the kind soul he was, forgave him right away and even offered him some sweet bananas. Come on, he said warmly. Let's dance together instead. That evening, the entire jungle glowed with fireflies and festive lights. All the animals gathered for the party. The elephants wore garlands of flowers, the parrots played a beat on hollow logs, and the rabbits wore tiny bells that jingled as they hopped. And then, Bandar Mama appeared, wearing his freshly washed pajama, which was once again clean and bright yellow. He started to dance and sing his happy song, Bandar Mama Pehan Pajama, Nache Jungle Main, Sab milkar tali bajaye, Khushi ke sang geet gaye. This time it meant, let's all clap together and sing songs with happiness. Everyone joined in, and this time, even Kalu the jackal danced along, a true smile on his face. They danced and danced until the moon rose high in the sky and the stars twinkled brightly above. The forest echoed with laughter and pure joy. From that day on, Bandar Mama's yellow pajama became a symbol of friendship and forgiveness in the jungle. And every night before sleeping, he would hang it up carefully, pat it gently, and say, "Good night, my lucky pajama. Tomorrow, we'll dance again." I hope you enjoyed the story of Bandar Mama and his amazing pajama. If you loved it, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun stories. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Hey there, little story lovers, and welcome to our magical jungle. Are you ready for an exciting adventure with our favorite dancer, Bandar Mama? Early one morning, as the sun was just peeking through the leafy trees, the jungle was filled with happy sounds. The parrots were chirping their good morning songs, and all the animals were buzzing with excitement. Why? Because tonight was the great jungle dance party. Everyone was getting ready, from the tiniest rabbit to the biggest elephant. But wait, inside Bandar Mama's cozy little hut, something was wrong. Very wrong. "Oh no, my pajama! Where did it go?" Bandar Mama cried out, his voice echoing through the hut. He was supposed to wear his special bright yellow pajama for the party, but it was nowhere to be found. He looked under his comfy leaf bed. Nope, not there. He checked behind his big booming drums. Still nothing. He even peeked inside the giant banana basket, hoping to find it hiding amongst the sweet fruit. But the pajama was gone. Vanished. Poof! Bandar Mama scratched his head, feeling very puzzled. I think someone has played a mischievous trick on me, he mumbled to himself. Just then, a flash of green swooped through the window. It was Mithu, the clever parrot. "Mama, Mama!" Mithu squawked, landing on Bandar Mama's shoulder. "I saw something last night. Something yellow, running super fast toward the river." Bandar Mama's eyes grew wide. "Yellow? Running toward the river?" he gasped. "That must be my pajama. It's run away." Well, not quite run away on its own. Someone has taken it. We have to find that pajama thief. Without wasting another second, Bandar Mama grabbed his trusty drum, ready for action. He leaped out of his hut with a determined look on his face and shouted to his friend, "Come on, Mithu! Let's go find that sneaky thief and get my pajama back." The jungle adventure had just begun. Meanwhile, down by the sparkling river, someone was having way too much fun. It was Kalu, the naughty jackal. And what was he wearing? You guessed it. Bandar Mama's bright yellow pajama. The pajama was much too big for him, dragging on the ground, but Kalu didn't care one bit. He danced and twirled in front of his reflection in the water, admiring how cool he looked. He even made up a little song, singing loudly, "I'm the new dancer of the jungle, ho ho ho. Everyone will clap for me, even the crow." He spun around and around, but whoops! The pajama was so loose that it kept slipping down and he had to keep pulling it up. Still, Kalu danced proudly, imagining himself as the star of the jungle dance party. Soon, a few other animals came by for a drink of water. The little deer blinked her big eyes. "Is that Bandar Mama?" she whispered to the rabbit. The rabbit wiggled his nose. "He looks different and a little shorter." But before they could figure it out, Kalu shouted in a grand voice, "No questions, please. Just watch my amazing moves and get ready to clap for me." The animals just looked at each other, feeling very, very confused. this was certainly the strangest thing they had seen all day. Back in the heart of the jungle, Bandar Mama wasn't alone anymore. He had gathered his best friends for the rescue mission. There was the mighty elephant with his strong trunk, the quick-footed rabbit with his speedy paws, and of course, Mithu the parrot, flying high above like a lookout. As they reached the riverbank, Mithu shouted from the sky, "There! I see him! Over there!" He pointed his wing toward the dancing figure. "That's Kalu the jackal, and he's wearing your pajama!" Bandar Mama quickly and quietly climbed up a tall tree branch. He looked down and saw Kalu, still busy with his clumsy dance moves. A clever smile spread across Bandar Mama's face. "All right, my friends," he whispered. "It's time for a little bit of monkey magic. Let's teach this thief a funny lesson." With a twinkle in his eye, Bandar Mama started to bang his drum with a rhythmic beat. Dum, 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 dum. It was the signal. Instantly, all the animals surrounded the surprised jackal. Kalu stopped dancing. His eyes went wide with panic when he saw Bandar Mama and his friends. He tried to run away, but the giant elephant stood right in his path, blocking the way like a big gray wall. While Kalu was distracted, the quick little rabbit started digging tiny, tricky holes all around him. And if that wasn't enough, Mithu and his parrot friends flew in circles right around Kalu's head, making him dizzy. Kalu tripped on a root, spun around trying to keep his balance, and then... Splash! He stumbled right into the big muddy puddle by the river. His beautiful borrowed yellow pajama was now covered in squishy brown mud. When he stood up, dripping from head to toe, all the animals couldn't hold it in any longer. They burst out laughing. It was the funniest sight in the whole jungle. Kalu the jackal slowly climbed out of the muddy water, dripping and looking very, very embarrassed. The big yellow pajama was now a sad, brown, soggy mess. He couldn't look anyone in the eye. All right, I'm sorry," he mumbled, hanging his head low. "I didn't mean to cause so much trouble. I only wanted to look as cool as Bandar Mama for the dance party." Hearing this, Bandar Mama stopped laughing and his friendly smile returned. He walked over to Kalu and helped him up. "Oh, Kalu," he said kindly, "you don't have to steal someone else's clothes to be cool. The real magic isn't in the pajama, it's in your heart. You just need to dance with joy." Kalu looked up, a little surprised by Bandar Mama's kindness. "You really think so?" he asked. "You're right, Mama. Will you teach me how to dance properly?" "Of course I will," Bandar Mama exclaimed, patting him on the back. "We can be dance partners." And so, that evening, the great jungle dance party finally began. Bandar Mama, after washing his pajama, wore his bright, clean yellow outfit once again. Kalu, feeling much happier, wore a brand new green scarf that he found. And together, everyone danced under the twinkling stars. Bandar Mama and his new friend Kalu danced in the center, showing everyone their best moves. The jungle was filled with joy, laughter, and the happy rhythm of the drums. Even the moon in the sky seemed to be smiling down on them. From that day on, Kalu the jackal became Bandar Mama's best dance partner. They promised never to fight again and showed everyone in the jungle that the greatest secret to happiness is friendship. And that, my friends, is the end of our wonderful story. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. If you loved our story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun tales from the jungle. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. The next morning, the jungle buzzed with excitement. Bandar Mama and Kalu wanted to organize the big jungle dance festival for all their friends. This time, there would be no tricks, only music, laughter, and fun. Bandar Mama put on his bright yellow pajama, which sparkled in the morning sun. Kalu wore a shiny green scarf and a little hat to match. All the other animals eagerly helped prepare. The mighty elephants carried beautiful lanterns in their trunks. The chatty parrots decorated the trees with colorful ribbons, making the jungle look like a rainbow. And the quick little rabbits arranged soft leaves on the ground for everyone to sit comfortably. Soon, a big, clear space in the jungle was ready, and all the animals gathered, their faces filled with anticipation. The festival began with a cheerful drumbeat from Bandar Mama. Dum dum dum. He then jumped up and shouted, "Let's dance, friends! Everyone follow me!" He sang a joyful tune, and all the animals clapped, jumped, and twirled along. Even the shy little squirrels, who usually hid in their trees, were dancing with big smiles. Kalu, who had once tried to steal the pajama, was now dancing happily right beside Bandar Mama. "See, Mama," he exclaimed. "I've never had so much fun before." Bandar Mama nodded with a warm smile. "That's because sharing joy is always better than stealing it, Kalu." Suddenly, a beautiful golden butterfly flew over the festival, her wings sparkling like tiny stars. She gracefully landed on Bandar Mama's drum, and all the animals gasped in amazement. "She must be the jungle queen," whispered Mithu the parrot. The golden butterfly fluttered her wings and sprinkled tiny magical dust all over the festival. Instantly, the animals felt lighter and even happier. The flowers seemed to bloom brighter, and the whole jungle had never looked more colorful or felt more alive. Bandar Mama had a brilliant idea. "Everyone hold hands. Let's make a big circle." All the animals joined hands, or paws, or trunks, in the elephant's case. They danced in a giant circle, spinning faster and faster. Kalu twirled, Bandar Mama jumped, the parrots flapped, and the rabbits hopped. As they danced, the magical golden dust made them sparkle. Each animal began to glow with brilliant colors, pink, blue, green, and yellow, like a living rainbow moving through the jungle. As the sun began to set, the wonderful festival came to an end. The tired but happy animals sat under the trees, sharing bananas, berries, and honey. Bandar Mama smiled at Kalu. "See? Being kind and dancing together is more fun than any fancy trick." Kalu nodded, his heart full. "I'll never forget this day, Mama. Thank you." From that day on, Bandar Mama's pajama became a symbol of friendship, joy, and sharing, and the jungle was always filled with the happy sound of dancing and laughter. Thanks for watching. Hello, little stars, and welcome back to our story corner. Are you ready for another magical adventure? Let's dive right in. A few days after the fantastic Big Jungle Dance Festival, the ever-so-clever Bandar Mama had a brilliant new idea. He gathered all his friends and announced, "Why don't we have a jungle talent show? Everyone can share what they do best, singing, dancing, or any fun trick." Kalu the jackal's eyes lit up with excitement. "Yay! That sounds amazing. I want to show everyone my brand new dance moves." The idea spread like wildfire. The mighty elephants trumpeted with joy. The colorful parrots chattered excitedly. The fluffy rabbits hopped up and down, and even the tiny squirrels squeaked with delight. The whole jungle was buzzing with anticipation. Everyone got busy preparing for the big show. The animals decorated the jungle all over again. They hung colorful lanterns from the branches, scattered beautiful flowers on the ground, and draped sparkling leaves everywhere. The jungle looked like a fairy tale kingdom. Bandar Mama put on his famous bright yellow pajama once more, looking as cheerful as a sunflower. Kalu the jackal, wanting to look his best, wore a shiny new scarf. With everything set, Mithu the parrot flew to the highest branch and announced in his loudest voice, "Let the jungle talent show begin." The first performers to take the stage were the adorable little bunnies. They hopped and twirled perfectly in rhythm, their fluffy white tails bobbing along to the beat. The crowd couldn't help but clap and cheer for their wonderful performance. Next came the parrots. They gathered together and sang a hilarious jungle song they had made up themselves, with funny rhymes about swinging on vines and eating juicy mangoes. Even the shy little squirrels, who usually just watched from afar, felt brave enough to join in. They danced gracefully on tiny branches, their bushy tails swishing back and forth. Finally, it was Kalu the jackal's turn. He took a deep breath and stepped into the spotlight. Remembering Bandar Mama's important lesson from the dance festival, he danced with pure joy. There was no showing off, no trying to steal the show, just fun. His moves were so energetic and happy that the whole jungle shook with laughter and applause. He had truly learned his lesson. Now it was time for the grand finale. It was Bandar Mama's turn. He put on his bright yellow pajama, climbed up a tall tree so everyone could see him, and began to sing a new wonderful song. He sang, "Bandar Mama in his pajama is dancing with everyone today. With colors of friendship and fun, happiness is here to stay." He twirled, he jumped, and he spun so gracefully that it looked like he was floating on air. The animals watched in awe. It seemed like even the clouds in the sky were dancing along with him. All the animals cheered and clapped louder than ever. They couldn't resist joining in, forming a giant happy circle and dancing with their beloved Bandar Mama. Just then, something magical happened. The beautiful golden butterfly appeared again, fluttering gracefully over the crowd. It sprinkled its magical, sparkling dust over everyone. And this time, it wasn't just Bandar Mama who glowed. All the animals began to shine in bright, beautiful colors: pink, green, blue, and yellow. Even the trees and flowers seemed to sparkle with a magical light. Bandar Mama laughed his hearty laugh and said, "See? This is what happens when everyone shares their talent and joy. The whole jungle becomes a magical place." Kalu the jackal nodded, a big, genuine smile on his face. "You're right, Bandar Mama. I learned that having fun together is so much better than just trying to show off." From that day on, the jungle was an even happier place. They decided to have a talent show every single week, where everyone could share their special gifts. Bandar Mama's yellow pajama became a symbol of joy, friendship, and sharing. And Kalu, who was once a little naughty, became one of the most helpful and cheerful friends in the entire jungle. Even at night, when all the animals were tucked into their beds, fast asleep, the jungle seemed to hum a happy, peaceful tune. The gentle melody whispered, "Bandar Mama in his pajama is dancing with everyone today." The secret of the jungle's love is in colors of friendship and play. And they all lived happily and magically ever after. Thank you for joining our wonderful story today. If you loved our jungle adventure, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more magical tales. See you next time. Bye-bye. After their amazing talent show, Bandar Mama and his friends were buzzing with excitement. One bright morning, Bandar Mama, feeling extra playful, announced, "Let's have a jungle adventure day." Everyone cheered. "We'll explore, play games, and learn new things together." Kalu the jackal leaped into the air. "Yes, I'll race the rabbits." The mighty elephants offered to give the little ones rides on their backs, and the colorful parrots promised to be their guides from the sky. The big adventure began. Bandar Mama, of course, was wearing his favorite yellow pajamas. All the animals gathered at the starting line, a small hill next to a sparkling river. The first game was a banana treasure hunt. The parrots zipped around, hiding sweet bananas in the funniest places. The rabbits and squirrels scampered about, trying to find them. Kalu tried to sneak a few extra for himself, but then he remembered Bandar Mama's lesson about sharing, and happily gave them to his friends. Next up was the river crossing challenge. The kind elephants made a strong bridge with their trunks, and all the smaller animals crossed over, cheering and giggling as they went. Suddenly, the magical golden butterfly fluttered down, sprinkling shimmering golden dust all over them. "Wow!" shouted Mithu the parrot. "It's magic dust." The sparkles made everyone feel incredibly happy. Even the shyest little animals started to dance with joy. Bandar Mama twirled in his yellow pajamas, Kalu spun around in his green scarf, and the whole jungle filled with happy songs and laughter. As the sun began to set, everyone gathered together to share bananas, berries, and delicious jungle fruits. Bandar Mama smiled warmly at his friends. "See? Adventure is so much fun, but it's always better when we do it together." Kalu nodded in agreement. "And I'll always remember that sharing and being kind makes everything even more wonderful." From that day forward, the jungle was filled with weekly adventures, dance parties, and endless friendship. Bandar Mama's yellow pajamas became a special symbol of joy, togetherness, and the magic that brings everyone closer. Thanks for joining our jungle adventure. If you loved this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun with Bandar Mama and all his friends. See you next time. What a day in the jungle. After their big adventure day, Bandar Mama, still in his bright yellow pajamas, had another brilliant idea. "Let's have a jungle sports day," he announced with a big smile. The whole jungle roared with excitement. Kalu the jackal started stretching his legs, getting ready for the races, and the elephants trumpeted, shaking their trunks with joy. First up were the games. All the animals lined up, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. The banana relay race was a sight to see. Rabbits and squirrels zipped back and forth, carefully passing bananas to their teammates. Kalu, remembering his lesson, didn't cheat at all. Instead, he cheered for everyone, shouting words of encouragement. Then came the tree swing challenge. Bandar Mama and the other monkeys were amazing, flipping and twirling through the air on long vines. The mighty elephants held the vines steady, making sure even the little animals could have a safe turn. Down by the river, tiny leaf boats bobbed along in a race. Parrots flew overhead, acting as guides, while everyone on the riverbank cheered for their favorite boat. The jungle was just buzzing with laughter and happy shouts. Just as the sun reached its highest point, the beautiful golden butterfly returned. She fluttered over the games, sprinkling her magical, shimmering dust everywhere. The animals began to sparkle, and it seemed like the trees themselves were dancing along to the joyful sounds. Bandar Mama spun around in his yellow pajamas, singing a happy song. Bandar Mama in pajamas, come on everyone, let's play. With colors of friendship and joy, love is the secret in our jungle today. Kalu chuckled and said, Mama, every day with you is just full of magic and fun. Bandar Mama smiled warmly. That's right, Kalu. The real magic happens whenever friends get together. As the sports day came to a close, it was time for prizes. But these weren't ordinary prizes. Bandar Mama handed out delicious fruit medals to every single animal. There were bananas, mangoes, and juicy berries, all tied with colorful vines. Everyone clapped and cheered for each other because it didn't matter who won or lost. Even the shyest little squirrel spoke up saying, "This is the happiest day ever." Bandar Mama looked at Kalu and Mitu. "You see," he said, "playing together and cheering for our friends, that is the true prize." And from that day forward, the jungle was never the same. They had sports days, talent shows, and dance festivals every week, filled with endless laughter, friendship, and of course lots of pajama dances. Thank you so much for joining our jungle adventure today. See you next time. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our magical jungle. Do you remember the amazing sports day we had? Well, Bandar Mama, our fun-loving monkey, wasn't done with the celebrations. Just the other day, after putting on his favorite bright yellow pajamas, he had a brand new, super exciting idea. He gathered everyone around and announced with a huge smile, "Let's have a jungle music festival." Wow! The whole jungle erupted with excitement. All the animals, big and small, started jumping and cheering. Kalu the jackal, who loves a good party, shouted, "Yay! Music and dancing! This is going to be the best day ever!" And just like that, the preparations began. The jungle, which was already so beautiful, became even more vibrant with colors and the sweet sounds of music being made. It was like the entire forest was getting ready for the biggest concert in the world. The parrots, with their beautiful, colorful feathers, flew from tree to tree, collecting the shiniest leaves they could find. They carefully wove them together to make drums that made a wonderful, soft, thump-thump sound. The mighty elephants, strong and gentle, used their trunks to carry long bamboo sticks. They arranged them from shortest to longest to create a giant, amazing xylophone. Imagine the deep, woody notes they would play. Meanwhile, the little rabbits with their twitching noses were busy with decorations. They hopped around, arranging flowers of every color, red, yellow, blue, and purple, and turned them into beautiful musical instruments. Some were shaped like trumpets and others like little bells that tinkled when the wind blew. The jungle was transforming into a stage fit for a king. Of course, a music festival needs a theme song. Bandar Mama, a fantastic songwriter, taught everyone a cheerful, catchy tune. It went a little something like this. Let's sing it together. Bandar Mama pehen pajama, sab milkar gao aur nacho saath saath. Dosti aur khushi ke rang, jungle mein hai pyar ka raaz. It means, Monkey Uncle in his pajamas, let's all sing and dance together. With colors of friendship and happiness, the jungle holds the secret of love. Isn't that a wonderful message? Even the shyest animals wanted to be a part of the fun. The little squirrels, who usually scampered away, gathered in a clearing. They practiced clapping their tiny paws together and hopping from one foot to the other, trying to get the rhythm just right. They were so cute. Everyone was working together, practicing their parts, and you could feel the excitement building in the air. The Jungle Music Festival was about to begin. Finally, the big moment arrived. The sun was shining, the flowers were blooming, and every single animal gathered around the stage made of logs and leaves. It was time for the show to start. The parrots went first. They stood in a neat line on a branch and sang in perfect harmony. Their voices blended together like a beautiful tropical choir, filling the air with sweet melodies. It was absolutely enchanting. Next up were the elephants. They stood by their giant bamboo xylophone and began to play. Using their trunks, they gently tapped the bamboo sticks, creating deep, rhythmic music that you could feel right down to your toes. The whole jungle seemed to sway along with their powerful beat. The rabbits, with their flower instruments, added their own special touch. They hopped in a perfectly timed dance, making the leaves on the ground shake and rustle, creating a soft, percussive sound that went perfectly with the elephants' drumming. Then it was Kalu the jackal's turn to shine. He leaped onto the stage and performed a hilarious, wiggly dance. He tapped two tiny sticks together, making a click-clack sound that made everyone giggle. Kalu was so full of energy and joy, and his funny moves made everyone laugh until their sides hurt. He wasn't just a great dancer, he was a great entertainer. And then, for the grand finale, it was Bandar Mama's turn. He scampered up the tallest tree, his yellow pajamas looking like a splash of sunshine against the green leaves. He did a spectacular twirl in the air and landed right next to his special instrument, a xylophone made entirely of bananas of different sizes. He started playing a fast, happy tune, and the sound was so unique and joyful. The entire jungle echoed with music, laughter, and thunderous applause. The music was so infectious that nobody could stand still. One by one, every animal joined in the dance. They formed a giant, spinning, dancing circle, holding paws, trunks, and wings. Elephants danced with rabbits, lions with squirrels, and birds flew in circles above them. It was a beautiful sight, a jungle united in happiness and dance. Everyone was moving together, sharing the rhythm, and sharing the fun. And just when they thought the day couldn't get any more magical, something incredible happened. Do you remember the golden butterfly from Sports Day? Well, it appeared again. It fluttered gracefully over the festival, its wings glittering in the sunlight. As it flew, it sprinkled sparkling golden dust all over the dancing animals. But this time, the magic was even stronger. The sparkling dust fell into the river, and the water began to shimmer with 1,000 golden lights. It touched the trees, and they started to sway gracefully, as if they were dancing to the music too. The magic dust settled on the animals, and they began to glow in bright, beautiful colors. The lions glowed a brilliant orange, the parrots a dazzling green, and Bandar Mama's yellow pajamas shone brighter than the sun. Bandar Mama laughed, his voice full of pure joy. "See?" he called out to everyone. "Music makes everyone happy, especially when it's shared with friends." Kalu the jackal, still catching his breath from his funny dance, nodded in agreement. "You're right, Bandar Mama," he said, "and dancing with everyone is so much more fun than trying to be the star all by myself." He had learned a very important lesson about teamwork and sharing the spotlight. As the sun began to set, casting a warm orange glow over the jungle, the music festival slowly came to an end. But the celebration wasn't over yet. The animals all clapped and cheered for each other, and then they did something even better. They hugged. Big, warm, friendly hugs were shared all around. It was a beautiful moment of friendship and appreciation. And what's a festival without a feast? They all gathered around to share the most delicious fruits the jungle had to offer. There were sweet yellow bananas, juicy red berries, and ripe, fragrant mangoes. Everyone shared their food, making sure that each and every animal had plenty to eat. Even the shyest little squirrel, who had been so nervous about performing, now sat proudly among his friends, munching on a berry, his heart full of happiness. Bandar Mama's bright yellow pajamas became more than just clothes. They became a symbol for everyone in the jungle, a symbol of friendship, music, joy, and the happiness that comes from sharing. From that day on, the jungle was always filled with laughter and song. The animals learned that working together and having fun as a team was the best prize of all. And every night, as the stars twinkled in the sky, a soft, happy song would echo gently among the trees. Let's sing it one more time to remember our wonderful day. बंदर मामा पहन पजामा, सब मिलकर गाओ और नाचो साथ. दोस्ती और खुशी के रंग, जंगल में खुशियां हैं साथ. Which means, monkey uncle in his pajamas, let's all sing and dance together. With colors of friendship and happiness, the jungle is filled with joy. What a beautiful story. It reminds us all that music, dancing, and any kind of happiness are always better when we share them with our friends. True joy isn't about being the best or being the star. It comes from teamwork, having fun together, and building strong friendships. I hope you enjoyed our Jungle Music Festival. Thank you so much for joining us on this musical adventure. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fun stories from our magical jungle. We can't wait to see you again next time. Bye-bye.